Now, I know y'all been waiting for today's video, but I've been real busy today, but I got the video. I got some news for you today. But just remember, I'm just reporting the news. I don't have no agenda. I'm not out here trying to, hope that truck drivers lose their job, anything like that. I'm just reporting what was on the news today. So if you don't like what the news is showing, I don't know what to do about that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So what do you think was on the news today? I know it blindsided you. You didn't watch the news because you was a truck driver. I know. So I'm here to tell you. I'm going to tell you what was on the news today in case you didn't see it. I almost didn't see it either, but I got to come report the news, so I got to go and make sure that I'm paying attention. Here you go. Here you go. Kodiak AI. Let me remind you of who's Kodiak AI. Y'all remember in the oil field that self-driving truck that ain't got nobody in it going down the lease road? You know, the brown truck. You remember. You've seen it before. You've seen it on Facebook for the last 2-3 years. It's going down the lease road nice and slow, no drive in it. You've seen it. Well, they back in the news today. They're back in the news because today they went public on the New York Stock Exchange. And I bought one share at about $8.18. I had to buy one share, okay? I had to buy one share in the stock. One share in the company. I just bought one share, I tried to only put $5 in it, but Robinhood wouldn't let you just buy fractional shares in it. You had to buy a whole share, so I had to buy a whole share at $8. So I own one share. I'm not chasing. It's not gonna make me rich. I just want to, get me a starting point going. And I'm interested in technology, to be honest with you. Let me play the video so you guys can see what's going on.
Later this morning, autonomous truck technology company Kodiak is going to begin trading on the NASDAQ after completing a SPAC transaction. It's changing its name to Kodiak AI, and joining us right now on the potential benefits of AI-powered trucking, that means trucks that are driving themselves, is Kodiak's founder and CEO, Don Burnett. And Don, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
I did not realize how these things are already on the roads, at least down in Texas at this point. Why don't you describe what the trucks are, how they run, and what the AI component is?
Sure. So trucking is obviously a huge part of the American economy. And one of the big challenges over the last several decades has been driver shortage and challenges that drivers face on the road. And so we've been working to automate the trucks with AI technology that allows them to effectively drive on their own. And our first commercial deployment is out in West Texas with a company called Atlas Energy Solutions. And we have now 8 trucks that are fully driverless, meaning there's nobody in the cab, out operating on a daily basis.
And they're out driving. You picked this area of Texas because it's fairly remote. There's not a lot of traffic on the road, but there is other traffic. It's not a closed loop.
Absolutely. So there is actually quite a bit of traffic, and in particular, there's a lot of close quarter traffic. So we have a lot of oncoming vehicles, heavy trucks, big vehicles, pedestrians, pretty much everything you would find on any road network. But it is fairly remote, and it's a great place to first deploy the technology.
But they're trying to go a certain MPH, obviously. If someone's in their way, they have the capability on a 2-lane highway of passing.
Absolutely. So we're operating off highway today, but yes, they can pass, stop traffic. They can yield for other traffic. They follow all the rules of the road. All the rules still apply.
Oh, unlike most, no, the professionals are actually good. I'm shocked when a pro driver stays in the left lane, and we're trying to get around it, and it's like, I know you know better. I know you do because you're a pro, but so they're going to do what a really good truck driver. I'm worried about with driving cars. You worry about, hey, if you want to go around a driverless car, that's your problem. You're not going to kill me. One of these things on the road, I worry about. Yeah, it could be coming. I don't know. I worry that truck could kill me. I shouldn't.
You shouldn't. So safety is always our first priority. And as you said, our trucks are programmed to be conservative. They're going to sit in the right-hand lane, minding their own business. They're not going to cut you off. Yeah. If they're going to pass cautiously. They're going to pass when there's an opening. And so they're going to abide by the speed limit. They never get drowsy. They never drive drunk. Right. They're always paying attention 360 degrees around the vehicle.
The You have 3,000 paid hours of these driverless trucks to this point. Have you had any accidents, had any issues?
We have not had any at-fault accidents with our system. We take
you
safety.
at fault? Was there somebody else?
We've had situations where we've been hit primarily in the trailer by other vehicles. Absolutely, it's happened a handful of times. But that's the reality of being out on the road. You know, that's the risk that you have to undertake. But our system is incredibly cautious, incredibly safe.
What happened when somebody else hit one of the trucks and there's nobody in the truck? Like, how did they react to that? How do law enforcement react to that?
Yeah, the trucks are actually detecting whether they've been hit. So we're monitoring all around the truck. So we see when there's been a collision. The truck safely pulls over to the side of the road, and we have a 24-hour monitoring system, which allows a human to then go in and review the material, communicate with law enforcement, and handle the situation on the ground.
But I mean, that's, wow. I'm sorry to dig down into the details. I know you got a lot of other financial stuff to talk about, but I'm just thinking if I hit a truck, there was nobody in it, and then somebody from the company came and said, yeah, it was your fault. Show me that. Prove that to me. And how do you play that out? What happened in the instances where this has already happened?
Well, the great thing about our trucks, in addition to real-time monitoring of the scenarios, that we're logging all of that data. We have cameras, we have LiDAR, we have radar, so we know the speeds of all the vehicles, we know where they are on the road, and we're logging all of it. And so we can effectively replay the entire situation in a lot of detail.
Did anybody get hurt in the other cars that hit?
No,
trucks?
we've never had any injuries.
Okay. What's the plan from here? If it's effective here, I mean, I would assume that regulators in Texas are probably more lax than you would get here in New York City or somewhere. I see one of the trucks right across the street in Times Square. But how long before we see the trucks in urban areas, in metro areas, in suburban areas?
Well, we're working hard to scale the operation. We're starting in remote locations for safety reasons. We want to make sure we take a crawl, walk, run approach to this. But gradually over the next coming years, you're going to see an expansion of the rollout. You're going to see more trucks on the road. You're going to see more efficiency from these vehicles. And eventually they will be ubiquitous across all roadways.
How expensive is it for you to get the startup on this? How much capital do you have to pour into this? And then how do you make your money? You charge a service fee, basically, per hour or per mile?
Yeah, so this is a driver as a service, as we call it. So we effectively provide the service that a driver would typically bring to these companies, and they would pay us on kind of a fixed rate. So we provide the technology, the hardware, the sensors, the computers. Our customers buy the trucks. That's an important one for Kodiak. Our customers own and operate their own vehicles. We are an asset-light company, and then they pay us as a service fee on a regular basis to operate and drive the trucks.
How long before the company's profitable?
We haven't given any guidance exactly on profitability, but we're really proud of the fact that we actually are delivering driverless revenue now, which is something that not a lot of other autonomy companies have been able to say.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but it is very interesting to see the progress. Don, good luck at the opening bell today, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
If you mess up the opening bell, we're going to think your trucks are not safe either. You know how to do this, right? Did you practice?
I've been practicing, that's right.
I'll help you practice.
Yeah.
Is there a program? Well, let's say a little kid is in the back and goes by and goes like this. Can the truck pick up on that and do the horn for
we're
going to miss the drive.
We've talked about
no,
that
you
for
haven't.
many years, and unfortunately, there's two horns in a truck nowadays. You have the standard horn, which is more an automated system, and then you've got the loud horn where you actually pull it. Yeah. That is fully manual, so we don't have control over the loud horn, but it's something that we may add down the line.
Now, if you watch the entire video that I just played, I want y'all to notice something. This particular AI company, they don't have self-driving trucks. See, with the technology that they got, you have to go out and buy any truck. An old truck, a cash truck, a lease truck, a brand new truck, a 1970 truck, a 2027 truck. It don't matter what the truck is. You go out, you buy the truck, and for a fee, a service fee, you can buy their technology and get it put onto your truck. And then to make your truck self-driving. And this is good news for us cash truck drivers that's got trucks sitting. I may be interested in that type of technology. I got two trucks sitting, hey, wait a minute. Are you telling me that they can take the mirrors off the side of my truck, put their little cameras on and whatever they got to do up top and put some wires up to the battery and the truck will drive itself? That may be something I'm interested in. I think we can afford that. But if we gotta go out and buy a whole new truck, some $200,000, $300,000 truck, make that self-driving, I ain't interested in none of that. But if I could take what I already got and make it self-driving, I think we're gonna still be in business, truck drivers. I think this technology right here, this about the only technology we got that can kind of compete with the suit and tie guys going forward. Yeah, they said at the very end of that video, they said, hey, look, you buy the truck, you just gotta pay us a service fee. Which is another reason why I went on and bought a share in this stock, because if it's just a service-based business, which means all they doing is providing a service, you come pay for their service month after month after month, then I can kind of see the revenue growing over time as more people pay for the service and you get this stuff put onto any truck. Oh, I think I can see them growing in the future. I think I can see them growing in the future. Especially us cash truck drivers. You know, let's say it's the year 2035. Knight, Warner, Swift, and all the big boys, they got self-driving trucks, and we sit over here wondering what we should do with our cash trucks. Wait a minute, hold on now. Well, we may have to go to Kodak. Hey, Kodak, look, we can't afford no $200,000, $300,000 truck, but I heard for $10,000, I can get your cameras and stuff put on, pay you about $200 a month. That'll keep us in business. Well, Andrew, what about the maintenance? When that self-driving truck come back to Nashville, Tennessee, I hop in it and manually drive it to the shop. Yeah, we'll manually. See, if all we gotta do is, just wait for it, hey, bring it here, and, we got a shop. We got a shop. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too against this particular technology right here, because anybody can do it. And it's fair. I can do it, you can do it, the suit and tie guys can do it. It's fair. But anyways, they ended the stock market today. If you guys, the stock market is closed right now, but let me give you the price right now. Let me log on to my Robinhood account. Let's see. Okay, actually I'm down. I'm down 2%. The stock closed at $7.99. Ticker symbol KDK. They got a second ticker symbol also, but I don't know where it is. The company has 4 employees. A market cap of 489 million. 2 million in volume. I know y'all don't know none of that stuff means, so I ain't gonna bore you with that. But let me give you some news. In 2024, Kodak became the first company to announce the delivery of driverless semi-trucks to a paying customer, which is Atlas Energy Solutions out there in Odessa, Texas. That's where y'all seeing these brown trucks at first, which has since passed an order for 100 units. Now, right now, they only got 8 trucks out there in the oil field that's currently going. They placed the order for 100 more. It says Atlas currently operates 8 Kodak powered trucks running 24/7. So, if they can run a truck 24/7, can I run the classic 24/7 with this AI technology in the future? Yeah, I don't know, man. Can this put money in my pocket? Because I tell you what I do, man. I tell you what all of us do. Hey, we'll just put all our trucks on container and let AI take over. Hey, let AI, what I got, just buy a truck, let it run containers locally, put the AI technology, let it self-drive. Is that what we got to do? I'm fine with that. Just send me the check. Can I buy them robo-taxis that Tesla got too? Yeah, you buy the robo-taxi, put that on the Lyft network, put that on the Uber network, let me collect the check off that. Let's work for me. I'd rather do this right here all day, social media. Let my assets do what they do, bring me a check without me having to drive. I ain't gotta talk to no driver. The truck drive 24/7. When it break down, hell, it's down the street. I jump in my car, we'll go figure it out if it's running local. To date, the company has delivered more than 7,300 loads for fleets, including IKEA, okay, so they do furniture loads, JB Hunt, Bridgestone, and CR England. The company has logged 3 million autonomous miles and over 3,000 paid driverless hours. Now, this particular company, they trucks have no drivers in them. Then you got the other company, Aurora, that you see on YouTube, that's got the self-driving trucks down there going from like Houston to Dallas and I think San Antonio to Houston, something like that. They run in them lanes. They always live streaming. By the way, if y'all have not seen those self-driving trucks, guys, they on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description box. Let me see if they live right now. I know they was live earlier, but let me just check and see. For all y'all that y'all don't believe. Okay, I think they live right now. They live right now, okay. Look, they're going down the road right now. Look, live video. Self-driving truck. It's live right now. If you want to see this actual live feed right now, my camera must not be on autofocus, but if you want to watch this actual live feed of a self-driving truck going down the interstate, because now they live stream from these trucks now, for all y'all that don't believe these trucks can maneuver through traffic, they can't go downtown, they can't do this, that, and the third, they live stream. Now you don't have to guess anymore. You can just go on their YouTube channel, click the live stream, it's going right this second. The link is in the description box. Click it, go watch it for yourself. That's a whole nother company right there. Then you got Walmart, which I didn't even know. They got self-driving box trucks out in Arkansas. That's a totally different company, but they run for Walmart. Self-driving box trucks. I didn't even know they had self-driving box trucks. So they got self-driving box trucks. Then they got these people. Then they got the Kodiak people. So, you know, it's on the stock market. Now, why did they go public? Because they trying to generate as much money as possible so they can expand this thing out. They want as much AI driving trucks as possible, and they need money. How do they get the money? They go public on the stock market, they raise a bunch of money, and they expand out. They expand out. Now, should we be afraid? Because a lot of people say, hey, Andrew, what's the point, Andrew? What's the objective? Why are you trying to scare the people? What did I just say in the beginning of the video? I'm just reporting the news. This was on the news today. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just telling you what was on the news. I'm telling you on the news. And to tell you the truth, I like it. I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold on. You could put that on any truck? Well, then I ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah, my truck's self-driving, true. Yeah, my class is gonna be self-driving in the future. My class is the blue truck and the $15,000 flat. See, now I can't sell my truck because they're gonna be self-driving. Yeah, I'm going to Kodiak Robotics. How much they want? 10,000? That's light work. Yeah, that's light work. Yeah, that's light work. Oh, wait a minute, Andrew. It's got to have an automatic transmission. That ain't no problem. We'll drop the manual out. And we'll put an automatic in there. What is it? Automatic 10,000, 12,000, 14, 20, whatever. We'll put it in there. We'll put it in there. Yeah, we ain't worried about nothing. So, yeah. But anyways, that's all I got to report as far as the news go. Y'all comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think down in the comment section of the video. And don't forget to hit the like button.